Hey guys, so I have another clear here for you guys that'll get you the Extreme 1 within 12 turns, Extreme 2 within 16 turns. You can use this for a 2-star clear for both Extreme 2 and Extreme 1. So we're not going to be fulfilling this 3 green character requirement, but again, this one just gives you 400 imaginary medals, right? So it doesn't really matter. So if you don't have HP Gojo and you want to do a burst team, then just try this team instead. It's going to be a yellow team that uses Domain Megumi and SSR Yaga, and of course Nobara and Gojo. My Gojo is A2, pretty high investment. My Nobara is A5, but Awakenings don't really matter on her because her scaling is so low with her from her curse tech. And then she's pretty low investment, you know, like she barely has any nodes in grade 11 and then level 7 skills, so she's pretty low investment. If your Nobara is decently strong, then you should be fine because I overkill the boss by quite a bit. Her job is to kill phase 1. Recollections, all of these are required. Mutual Trust is not necessarily required. You could just use any recollection that gives them at least 10 cursed energy, or you can manage his cursed energy differently and then just use a damage boosting recollection like this one or this one. Plenty of things you could do. You can even use this as long as you manage your CE correctly, but I'm going to use this so I can start using his skill 3 1 turn sooner. And then this one you can use an excellent shape instead, but because this one gives a damage boost on turns 4, 5, and 6, I'm just going to bring this. You might be able to use SSR Momo instead of Domain Megumi, or SR Yaga instead of SSR Yaga, but I haven't really tried that, and I'm just trying to showcase a team that works for yellow, just to show how strong yellow is. So this is the team I'm showing. If you want to try it with those different supports, then you can go ahead and do it, because the rotation is pretty much the same. So because we're using Teen Gojo, we're not going to be bursting on turn 6 or 7. We're going to try to burst on turn 8. So turn 1, the same thing. We're just going to kill off one of these minions, and then we're going to debuff the boss. We could have popped Mutual Trust there, so we'll just do that this turn. Okay, now we'll pop Mutual Trust. And then another debuff on the boss. Now we start using our skill 3, and then we self buff, and then we start stacking Pride. Do a skill 3 on the boss for some extra damage. Now we ult, one more nail stack, and then we start self-buffing again. If the stun hits, that's really good for us, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, now we ult with Nobara. So the boss has 2.2 million HP. My Nobara will hit for at least like 2.6 million, so definitely overkills, and that's without a crit too. 2 million, now has around 1.7 million HP, and then this ult will hit for 2.7 without a crit. So yeah, your Nobara does not have to be that invested into, she just has to be able to clear phase 1. Now this stun has to hit on Domain Megumi. Oh, stun didn't hit, so we have to reset. So if you're going to try the SSR Momo strat or SR Momo strat instead, you would just be using their versions of their stuns on that turn. Okay, so same thing. Oops, we debuff the boss here. Kill off this other small one. Hopefully they stop hitting Yaga. Start stacking Pride. Add some damage to the boss. Now we ult. Skill 2. Okay. Now we kill first phase. Okay, now the stun has to hit. Nice. As you can see, his defense buffs are all gone because we stunned him for the 300% one, and then the 50% DR he has that gets deleted by hybrid damage also gets taken care of with this skill as well because it does hybrid damage. Now we're going to combo ult on Team Gojo and SSR Yaga. This won't kill him, but it will get him really close to breaking, and then Nobara should be able to finish off the break bar, and then we'll finish the fight next turn. Yep. And then if you get more crits on Team Gojo's ult or a crit on the Nobara skill 3, of course that makes it easier to get towards breaking. So you might need to reset if you don't quite get there. And now we just finish off the fight. But yeah, pretty easy 2-star clear with just all yellow units. If you have this setup, then you can go ahead and do that if you don't want to bother with stalling or if you don't have HP Gojo, right? So yeah, I hope this was helpful. Bye guys.